I have two pimple patches on my mouth, this one and this one. Oh yeah, one pimple patch on my mouth and two on my face. I don't know, I'm not making sense. But anyways, today I am going to school. For the next 5 weeks I'm going every day, which is a big drag. But it's whatever. Right now we're doing electronics, which I kinda like, and so far I've gotten through all the circuits that we're given to do, which is great. Which means I'm ahead and I'm not lagging behind. These are my balls. And hopefully with the stuff that I'm learning now, I'll be able to fix my Instax Polaroid camera. Yeah. But yeah, it's today's outfit. Obviously it's works it every time. I just changed my top. But yeah, see you all at school.
What the dog doing?
After this, I got into the last circuit of the day, which was, I think, one of the bigger ones that we did after the two smaller ones. And low-key, you're gonna see in a minute that I don't know what I'm doing, because I keep looking at the board with slight confusion in my head, mostly because the diagrams, like when you're looking at them, you kind of have to connect the dots on the breadboard, which you get used to over time, but first couple of times you do get a lot of stuff wrong. But yeah. Although electronics was really fun, it was also kind of finicky because there's just a whole bunch of teeny tiny parts that you don't even know about yet, and then we had to search up all of like the data sheets to figure out what they're used for and what parts are similar. But in this circuit, since I was still beginning and didn't really understand a lot of stuff, I was still using a lot of these like cables that you see, the red and the brown one, which when I got to the later circuits, I was not using as much because they kind of confused everything. But yeah, I got a lot better in the end, which I'm really grateful for. This was actually my first time filming in class, which was kind of awkward. As you can see in the back, there was this other person who's in my class who was walking in the back of my videos, and unfortunately I had to cut out some of my video because I didn't want to capture anyone and get in trouble. The really annoying thing about these teeny tiny cables that I was using is that as you try to put them in the tiny holes of the breadboard, they like bend and then like they don't go far enough to create like connectivity. So I had to keep straightening them the whole time, which is kind of tedious and kind of time consuming, and sometimes you might end up cutting off the uninsulated bit and then you have to start stripping all over again, which takes even more time and makes the whole process slow. at this point I was finally done with my circuit, to a point where I felt confident enough to start testing with the 9-volt battery that you can see me holding in my right hand there. And then here I was trying to see if the light was turning on, because at this point my negative and positive were all connected, but as you can all see, the girl is confused and irritated because it's not working. Now I had to look in properly and stop playing like I was playing before, and double check each and every connection to make sure that the parts on the diagram were following what I did on my circuit. I had to fix a couple of cables. I think I added one that you just saw, and then after that I went ahead to test it again. The other thing that was kind of messing with the circuit is the variable resistor that you have to adjust while testing to see which specific resistance is going to make the light turn on and off the way that it's supposed to. To be honest, half of the time I will be talking to myself to make it make sense and just, make patterns and paths in my head. But right now, we see that it works finally, and the excitement in me after I finally get the LDR working is beyond everything that I've ever seen before.